Hey everybody, Neil Malik with Knack Training here, bringing you another Everyday Office video. And in today's video, I'd like to highlight the new function switch that's available in Office 365 that allows us to bring back different pieces of information based off of different inputs. This is a really interesting function. I find that it can be incredibly helpful when I don't want to have to use the indirect function to point out where I want to go with something. So let's see the situation that I'm calling out here. As you can see, I have different types of sales for my products: wholesale sales and retail sales. And based off of whether it's a retail sale or a wholesale sale, I either want to go over to the wholesale table or to the retail table and do a VLOOKUP asking what price I'm offering people if they have reached this quantity in their purchase. Now, I can do this with the indirect function because I can name the two tables and use the indirect function to look at those two tables by their names. But the problem is, if I do that, the indirect function is a volatile function, and some people have really obnoxiously huge spreadsheets that can kind of start to get bogged down there. So what I want to try out is the switch function for being able to do different things based off of the input retail versus wholesale. Now, interestingly, switch will probably be best served being nested inside of another function like VLOOKUP. So let's say that I'm doing a VLOOKUP for the quantity in these two tables. I go over here to cell E3, go to the Formulas tab at the top of the screen, go to Lookup and Reference, and choose VLOOKUP. And the lookup value I want to find is the quantity of 63,910 units. Now, if I go over to the wholesale table, then I know that 63,910 units qualifies for a price of $269 a unit. On the other hand, if I go to the retail table, I can see that 63,910 units qualifies for a price of $279 a unit. So how am I going to look in different tables, whether it's a retail sale or a wholesale sale? In the table array box, I type in the word switch and I open the parentheses. This new switch function, which I can access if I bring my mouse up here to the top and click on the word switch, asks me for an expression to be able to decide which thing to go to. Okay, so the expression that I want is right over here, the sale type for this first sale, which as you can see is retail. Now, I have two possible entries, two possible values for that expression. The first, quotation marks, it could be wholesale. Whoops, wholesale, close quotes. If it is wholesale, if the sale type is wholesale, then the table, the result that I want to look through is over here. It's this set of values. And let's go ahead and lock down that using the F4 key on the keyboard. Now, next up, what is value number 2? Well, value number 2 is it could also be a retail sale, quotation marks. And if it's a retail sale, then go ahead and give me these cells over here on the right. So you can see here that based off of whether it's wholesale or retail, I'm returning a different table for VLOOKUP to look through. And then if I had that type of situation, I could also put in a default value. So different situations call for returning different types of things. So you may have a default value. In this case, I just have two possibilities. If it's not either of those two possibilities, I'm okay with it erroring out because obviously something has gone terribly wrong. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is go back to VLOOKUP. And it says, okay, we're going to look for cell D3, this quantity, either in G5 through H9 or in J5 through H9 or K9. And then when I find the matching value, I want to return what's in the second column. Notice right there, it says $2.89. Interesting. This is a retail sale, 63,000 units. That's over the 50,000 quantity limit that allows me to get the $2.89 price. Hey, look at that. I hit OK. It gives me $2.89. I autofill that down. Here is a wholesale sale of 77,000 units, which crosses the line for $2.59 as the sale price per unit. Isn't that nice? So in a standard VLOOKUP function, if you need to look into different tables based off of different criteria, we can quickly and easily do that now with the new switch function that's available in Excel for Office 365.